Imposter syndrome is just so weird when you really sit down and think about it. You have a job, a task, some type of situation that you've been given. You have people that support you and know that you can get it done. And deep down in your mind, in your heart, you know that you're the best person to get this job done. But for some reason, you just have this really loud, annoying voice that's just telling you that you can't do it or that you're not good enough. You suck, 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 you suck. Isn't that just so weird? But it makes so much sense, and it's so true for so many people. I recently got hit with a little bit of imposter syndrome, so I decided I might as well make a video about it, because it really has been a while since I felt like this. Now, I like when things make sense, and for that reason, I really like research. Research and reading, good scholarly articles is actually a really big part of what I do for my job, for my career. So when I had this little stint of imposter syndrome, it's something that we've always heard of and we kind of know what it is, but I decided to actually look up articles about it. I actually found a pretty good one, and it's a pretty quick read, so I'll put it down in the description box below because it was super helpful when I was making this video. The article gives what I feel is a really good, really solid definition of what imposter syndrome actually is. Imposter syndrome is a behavioral health phenomenon described as self-doubt of intellect, skills, or accomplishments among high-achieving individuals. These individuals cannot internalize their success and subsequently experience pervasive feelings of self-doubt, anxiety, depression, and/or apprehension of being exposed as a fraud in their work, despite verifiable and objective evidence of their successfulness. Yeah, man, that's a damn good description. Now, high achieving isn't a very humble description, I know that, but I feel like it's pretty accurate for me. I went to school for 7 years. I got my doctorate in 3 years. So I'm not scared of a grind or of a challenge or of something just not being easy at the very beginning. Plus, I know if I want to accomplish something, you give me some time, I'm going to be great at it. But YouTube is still just so new, it's very uncharted territory for me. At this point, I still look at my editing software sometimes when I'm beginning to edit a video, and sometimes I just freeze up and stare at my screen because there's still so much I don't know how to do. And just the thought of everything that I still have to learn is so scary. I also like this article because it has the 6 characteristics that are typically associated with imposter syndrome. Imposter cycle. You doubt yourself, and that causes you to over-prepare or procrastinate. You feel a brief moment of success when you're finally done, but then that doubt just comes creeping right back. Perfectionism. You set impossible standards for yourself, and you're your own worst critic. Superheroism. You try to do everything all the time to prove your worth, and that just leads to more stress. Attachyphobia. Attachyphobia. Fear of failure. You're terrified of messing up and what people will think because of that. Denying your skill set. You tell yourself whatever successes that you achieve were just luck and not due to your own talent. Achievemophobia. Fear of success. You're scared that if you do well, people will start to expect even more from you. Now, if you ask any of my friends, I like to think that all of them will say that I'm a pretty confident person. I think that having confidence in your skills and in your skill set is super important, and just knowing and recognizing what you're good at and being able to say that. Because if you don't have confidence in yourself, how can you expect anybody else to have confidence or believe in you? But I recently started this YouTube journey, and I talked about it a little bit more in one of my first videos that I made, but I just never really saw myself as a creative person. And that's the reason why all this is just so intimidating and a little scary to me. But this was something I decided that I wanted to do a few months ago, and I really want to stick with it because it is so new, and getting into something new, into a new field and learning new skills is exciting to me. I also have a couple of really good friends that have been doing YouTube for years now, and I look at them as role models. And when I kind of told them about the idea of me starting YouTube, they were super supportive and they think I can do it. So now we have the situation. I have a goal that I want to accomplish. I have the motivation to learn over time. And I even have people that have been doing this that are supportive of me starting this journey. So why do I still feel like I'm not good enough to even do this? Now, I haven't been making videos for very long at all, but I definitely see the temptation to just stop. It's so easy to fall into the trap of research and doing everything you can instead of just getting started. You look up things like proper thumbnails and titles and research and SEO and everything that you're supposed to do when you want to start. And all that keeps you from just recording, from just doing. You hear about how YouTube is a long game and that the longer that you stick with it, the better that you'll get and the more that it'll pay off for you in the future. And I definitely believe that. I never went into this YouTube thing thinking that I wanted to have the most subscribers or be this mega viral star. I knew from the jump that this was going to be a journey for me, especially because I'm starting from absolute zero and there's going to be a very big learning curve for me. I was recently working on editing a video that I had recorded, and it was really hard for me because I hated everything about that video. I didn't like the lighting, I didn't like the angle, I didn't like the way I sounded because I was reading off a teleprompter script that I was using for the first time. I sounded robotic and unnatural, and everything about the video was just bad to me. I finished editing the video and it really wasn't bad per se because I got out the message that I really wanted to, but it just wasn't what I had in mind for myself or what I thought I would look like when I thought about starting making videos for YouTube. And from there, that's when those doubts really started to kind of creep in, you know? Damn, am I always gonna sound so bad? Why did I feel so unnatural? This really is a journey. How long is it gonna take to get good at this again? I see why people give up on this. Should I even keep making videos? Only about 3 months in, not even 10 videos uploaded, and I was already thinking about just stopping. That is so crazy to me. But mama didn't raise no quitter. I realized that I was being overly critical of myself, and I forgot the main part of this journey, that it's a journey. Bad angle? Don't do it again. Post the video. Sounded too robotic? Switch up the way I talk next time. Post the video. Tired of posting videos and no one's watching them? That's too damn bad. Nobody knows who I am yet. Post the video. All of those things are things that I had to tell myself to get back into the routine of editing and posting here on YouTube. Plus, I actually talked to some of my friends that watched that video and they thought it was really good, it was very helpful, very helpful. The imposter syndrome didn't last too long this time around, so for that, I'm happy. I'm very glad. And now I'm back. I'm motivated, I'm ready to learn, I'm ready to continue getting better, and I'm just ready to continue having fun with this whole process. So yeah, if you have imposter syndrome, don't let it get you down, buddy. Ever had imposter syndrome? Let me know how you got through it in the comments. Thank you for watching.